Hey everybody, this is Thomas from Total Row. I'm going to take you through a 10-minute core session today. This is a good option to tack on to the end of an existing workout that you have, or a good standalone option if you're a little pressed for time and just want a good, quick core session. We're going to break down the workout into 4 different parts. We'll do pretty much 2-minute segments, switching exercise every 30 seconds, followed by a 1-minute break interval between sets. So we'll have 3 1-minute rest periods. Everything else will be 30-second changing exercise. I'll explain the first full set here before we get started, and then in between the other sets I'll go into what's coming up in the next set. So the first set we'll go through is to do a quick warm-up. We'll go cat back, cow back. So arching our back up and tucking our chin down for cat back, and then arching your back down, chin up for cow back. So we'll spend 30 seconds alternating here, nice slow controlled motions. And we're going to drop down on our elbows for a plank, hold that position, we'll rotate to our side for a side plank, and to the other side, and that'll close out the first set and we'll get a 1-minute rest period. So we'll get this started. I'll explain the second, third, and fourth sets during the workout. Again, we got about 10 minutes, and we'll start here in 3, 2, 1. So cat back, cow back. Arching your back up. Just getting a nice warm up in here. Warming up your back and your abs. 10 seconds, and we're going to drop down to our elbows for our first plank. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So we're on our elbows, we want our hips right in line here. You don't want your butt too high or too low. If you need to modify this a little bit, you can drop to your knees, but still trying to keep your hips in a straight line here. 10 more seconds and we'll rotate to one side. Nice job, 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's rotate up on one elbow. You can extend that arm straight up over you. Again, trying to keep hips in line, not sagging too low or up too high. You also want to keep your hips in line from front to back. So straight line, you're in this plane and this plane. If you do need to drop to your knees, you should bend your feet back behind you there. That's a good modification. 5 seconds and we'll switch sides. 2, 1. You can just rotate on around to the other side here. I'm going to move around so that I'm still facing you. Another way to modify this, to drop your feet so you've got an extra point of contact there rather than stacking your feet. And if you need to, give yourself a little extra hand there on the ground. And in 3, 2, 1. 1-minute rest here while I explain the next set. We're going to start this next set with 30 seconds of 6-inch leg hold. So you'll hold your heels 6 inches off the ground and slide your hands under your glutes there for a little support. Then we'll do a bicycle crunch. We're not going crazy fast here. We're going to pull that knee back, tap with your opposite elbow, and then switch to the opposite side. Slow motions here. 30 seconds and we're going to get into this one. We'll switch from there to a leg and hip lift. So leg lifts with a little driving your heels up to the ceiling at the top. We'll finish this set with a 30-second Russian twist. Here we go. In 5 seconds, we'll start out with our 6-inch leg hold. 2, 1, go. We've got our hands resting under our glutes or our hips. Heels are 6 inches off the ground. If you need to take little breaks, break it up into a few, 10, 8-second holds. Drop those feet and get right back into it. If this is easy for you and you want to add some big circles or kicks, go for it. We're gonna switch that bicycle crunch in 2, 1. Remember, slow, controlled motions here. Pull that knee up and tap with your opposite elbow. Nice job. 15 seconds, and we'll switch to those leg lifts. Ten seconds. Nice job. And 2, 1. Keep those hands back under those glutes. Lifting those legs up. Driving your heels up to the ceiling. Great job. One thing to try to keep in mind during any core exercise like this is to pull your pull your belly button down to the ground behind you. We go in 5 seconds, we'll go to the Russian twist. So we're up, heels are coming off the ground, and we're tapping the ground from side to side. If you need to modify this, rest your heels there on the ground. Keep the rotation going. This is on those obliques. 10 seconds. Got a 1 minute rest after this. 2, 1. All right, 1 minute break here. Our next set, we're gonna get into our backs and our glutes a little more. First thing we'll do is lay flat for a Superman hold. That means arms and legs coming off the ground. Helps if you pretend you're Superman. And we'll rotate around for a glute bridge. We're gonna bring our glutes up off the ground. Our points of contacts are up here on our shoulders and on our heels. If you want to add some pulses, or if this is a little easy and you want to raise one foot, alternate there. It's a good modification. And last exercise of this set will be bird dogs. We're going to drive backwards with our heel and reach forward with our opposite hand. We're going to get 30 seconds of that. All right, starting with Superman holds here in 2 seconds. 1, go. 30 seconds. Superman hold. If it's a little much for you to hold this for the full 30, rest and come back up. Again, really helps to have good Superman fists. Like you're flying along. Less than 10 seconds to go here. 5 seconds, we switch to a glute bridge. 2, 1, let's flip around. Squeezing those glutes, driving your hips up. This is another just get there and hold position. Again, if you want to create a little more instability from side to side, you can alternate feet. If you're really good at it, you can add a pulse. In 2, 1, let's go to bird dogs. 30 seconds here and then one more rest interval. So driving that heel straight back. Ideally you want kind of a straight line from the tip of your fingers down through your heel. Just alternating sides. Nice job. 10 seconds to go here. And then one more rest interval. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. 1 minute rest. And then the final set. We're going to start out with a reverse crunch. So again, trying to press your lower back into the ground by visualizing pulling your belly button into the ground behind you. We'll go reverse crunch. We're going to have our heels up, tap them to the ground, and then just rotate your hips up off the ground. That's our reverse crunch. And we're going to do heel taps from side to side. So plant those hips, pull your torso up off the ground. We're reaching to tap both sides. We'll get this whole set started in another 20 seconds. Last 2 exercises, we're going to do a wide knee crunch. This kind of takes your hip flexors out of the equation and makes you focus on those abs. So we're crunching right towards the middle there. If you can hold at the top, before coming down. That's great. Last exercise would be an alternating V-up. Just bringing that hand to your opposite foot. All right, here we go. Getting started in 2 seconds. 1, go. Reverse crunch, final set here. Tap those heels down and rotate your hips up off the ground. Pulling that lower back into the ground behind you. 10 more seconds here on the reverse crunch. 2, 1, go to heel taps, plant those feet back down, torso up. This is great on those obliques, really squeezing into your side to reach that other heel. 15 seconds. Keep it up. Five seconds to go here. We're going wide knee crunch. Final minute coming up. 2, 1. Drop those knees out. Or crunch it right to the center, holding at the top, and then coming back down. Crunch and back down. 20 seconds to go here, and then we have 30 seconds of alternating V-ups to close out this core session. 10 seconds. Feel that squeeze at the top of every crunch. 2, 1, alternating V-ups, final 30 seconds. Reaching your hands to that opposite toe. Really using your abs to pull your shoulder blades off the ground. Throw those feet up. 10 seconds, all the way through here. In 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice job. It's a great core session. Again, add that onto the end of any workout. Oh, get a little stretch out here. Nice job. Thanks for following along.